I shared my dream with you until the morning. Everybody else have done it right.
So I'm going to start off taking Calavera from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. And I'm going to use this large fluffy brush to blend that into my transition area. And then I'm going to put Bright Yellow by Coastal Scents right on top of that just to intensify the yellow just a little bit. Next up, I'm taking Marmalade and Tangerine by Coastal Scents, and I'm going to place that right on top of the yellow just to start giving the look a bit of warmth. Then I'm going to take the two lightest orange shades from the Morphe 35O matte palette, and I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and just start to work that into my crease, so that way whenever I take the brighter colors, they will transition a lot better into the look. And I'm just going to buff it out as much as I can. I'm going to go back in with that first brush, and I'm just going to buff out the edges so that those colors just blend into each other. Then I'm going to take the bottom two bright colors out of the Morphe palette, and I'm going to put that right in my crease with a pencil brush. And then I'm going to take that same pink blending brush, and I'm going to go in and just go back and forth and make sure that it's blended into those transition colors.
Won't you tell me how you feel?
I like to pack the color down first before I start to blend it out, so that way I'll have enough pigment but not too much pigment. Plus you can always just build it up. Now I'm going to take the red out of the Morphe palette, and I'm going to mix with Vibrant Red by Coastal Scents, and I'm going to use a pencil brush and just work that into my crease just to give it a more reddish orangey kind of look. And I'm just going to keep building up that color to my desired intensity. If you guys don't want to make it so intense, then don't do it so intense. I like to have bright colors. I love playing with colors. And I'm going to just go back and forth between blending and packing the color down. If you guys see my eyes wandering, it's because I'm watching Netflix. I love watching Netflix when I do my makeup. Then I'm going to take the middle brown color in the palette, and I'm going to use a dark brown shade, and I'm going to use a smaller pencil brush, and I'm going to place that on the outer half of my eye. And then I'm going to use that first brush with the red just to kind of make it a little bit more of a reddish brown as opposed to just like a chocolatey brown. And I'm just going to alternate again between the brown and blending. I planned to do a talk-through video, but my neighbor's dog wouldn't be quiet. So I will try to do a talk-through video another time, I promise. So just keep blending and alternating and blending. And next up, I'm going to use a concealer. You can use any concealer. I like to use a little bit more of a liquidy concealer when I'm cutting my crease, because cream concealers will kind of just drag the shadow, as opposed to a liquid concealer will just sit right on top. And I'm going to speed through this because it was a little bit lengthy, so you guys can just kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. Then I'm going to use my pinky, and I'm going to just blend out the end, so that way there's no harsh line, and the shadows that I'm going to put on the corners will blend better. Then I'm taking Phoenix Sun, and I'm going to put that on the innermost portion of my eye. Then I'm going to mix Coral Pink and Redstone from my my Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to put that right in the center and just go back and forth between the orange and those two colors and make sure that it blends together properly. Then I'm taking Chocolate Berry out of the same Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to put that on the outermost part of my eye. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth between those three colors just to make sure that they all blend together and create an ombre effect. Now I'm taking Goldmine and Jones from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum, and I'm going to put that on top of the orange. And then I'm going to take 18 Karat Gold by Coastal Scents, and I'm going to put that closer towards my tear duct. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Lock and Seal, and I'm just going to lock that shadow in place so that way it will transfer up onto the transition area, because I have hooded eyelids. So if you have hooded eyelids, I highly recommend the e.l.f. Lock and Seal, and it's only $3, so very affordable. So I'm going to take 18 Karat Gold again. I'm going to place that in my tear ducts as my highlight, and I'm going to drag that down just a little bit onto my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take Phoenix Sun again, and I'm going to put that next to the gold. So basically, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did to my eyelids. I'm going to do it on the lash line. I'm not even going to lie, I'm pretty sure I stabbed myself at least 3 times. Then I'm going to take any brown shade out of the Morphe palette and smudge that on the outer part in my eye. And give it just a little bit of smokiness. Just a little bit. Then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Lock and Seal again and lock that in place. Now I'm going to take that blending brush and just add some orange wherever I feel like I need to add some. Then I'm going to take my NYX liquid liner, and I'm going to put a thin line on my lash, close to my lash line, so that way my lashes will have something to blend into. Then I'm using the Bombs Mad Lash Mascara for my upper lashes. Then I'm going to take my Lorac Pro Mascara for my lower lashes. For whatever reason, the Mad Lash doesn't do anything for my bottom lashes, but it works so good for my upper lashes. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah. Then I'm going to apply the KoKo lashes in the style Goddess. And I tried to do it on camera for you guys, but half of my footage got cut out. So, for highlighter, I'm going to use the Ulta Big Bronzer. And the reason I'm using that is because I bought it online expecting it to be a bronzer, and I put it on and it looks like a highlighter. So I'm going to use it as a highlighter. And honestly, I like it a lot better as a highlighter anyways. And then I'm going to put the Mannakadar Shadow in Fantasy on top. And then I'm going to use the Trust Fund Beauty Lip Gloss in Blame Game and put the Sephora Nude Lip Gloss in the center. And that, guys, completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.